Alright, so what I do with my kids, you know what I'm saying? Like I invest for them, and what I do is every month I download their portfolio performance and their portfolio positions, and then I give them a summary. So I used to do it just me summarizing, but I'm like, yo, it ain't potent enough. I want them to like really. So now I just use like AI or Gemini to pretty much sum it up for me, and then I go to my notes. Well, not notes. Excuse me. I go to voice memo, and then I just record what it is that the summary says. So y'all just sit back and you can actually see how it is that I do this, and then we'll go from there. All right, here we go. This is March 2026 shareholder update for Kaydon. This is the big picture. Kaydon, your investment account is currently worth $381.51. While the stock market had a bit of a bumpy ride this month, your account is actually up a massive 452% from where it originally started. That is an incredible foundation for your future. So what's happening with the numbers? The monthly performance, this month the portfolio value went down by 10.30, so 10.30%, about $19.42. This is a normal part of investing. Sometimes prices take a dip before they climb back up. So building the foundation, we added $250 in new deposits this month. By adding money when prices are low, you are actually buying the dip. So which means that you get more ownership for every dollar. So earning while you sleep, even though the stock prices moved around, your investments earned about 90 cents in income just by owning them. What do you actually own? So your money is hard at work in some very cool places. So we got gaming. That's your Roblox. So you own a full share of Roblox, which is RBLX. Every time people play games on that platform, you are an owner of the company making it happen. You have artificial intelligence. You own a piece of NVIDIA, NVDA. They make powerful chips that run the smartest computers and AI in the world. You have Real Gold. You own a piece of GLD, which is a fund that tracks the price of actual gold bars. And you have some energy and the economy, because you also own a piece of energy, the energy industry, which is FENY, Finney, and the top 500 companies in the US. You also own SPY. So the strategy, you have $166.73 waiting to be invested. This means you have plenty of fuel left to buy more shares of great companies. You're doing a great job being a long-term owner. I love you. Holla. So boom, I pretty much do the whole voiceover, and then I send it to them along with their mom, so they can pretty much all be involved in the process. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, don't get stuck. If when you investing, I wouldn't necessarily get stuck on the numbers and get stuck on the actions, right? $381. I mean, that's not a lot now, but first of all, continue to add. And my son's 10 years old. So, I mean, 8 years from now, you know what I'm saying? What could that turn into? Let's just say it turned into $38,000. When you turn 18, did you have $38,000 invested for you on the sideline? You see what I'm saying? Like, so I wouldn't necessarily get caught on, a lot of people, especially when it comes to investing, they want that big money straight out the jump. But that's not how compound interest works. It starts off little by little, and then it grows. And it grows. And it grows. And now it's like out of your hands. Now it's just growing so exponentially. You know what I'm saying? Because the investments don't stop at 18 for him. You know, it was just whatever the amount is at 18. Now I'm 37. Now he can, time willing, he gonna get to 37. You see, that's almost another 20 years of them invest, because he don't have to, or nobody has to get rid of their investments. You know, now you're another 20 years in the game. Now what that 38,000 that you at 18 looking like. You know, but going through this process, he can see ever since I was 10 like that. I remember it was $381. Now it's $1,200. Now it's $10,000. You see what I'm saying? So he can see the growth. And kids are smart, but if you show them, if you don't show them, then how will they know? Because it's up to us as parents to get our kids squared away and in the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, and for my daughter, right, she's 17. So she has a portfolio as well. And I sent her my portfolio just to encourage her to keep things going. You see what I'm saying? Like, just keep it going. Because when she turned 18, she going to have to write over her account. But she can keep it going. You know, because it's like I can see the down and I can see the good and I can see the bad. And that's what investing is all about. I know trading is a whole different thing. Don't get trading and investing. Don't make them the same, because they're not. Right? They're absolutely not. So investing, everybody should invest. Not everybody should trade, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? But I would suggest opening up a brokerage if you haven't already for your children, and invest for them, so they can at least be developing that habit as a young age, so that they can invest for themselves. If you can look back in your life and be like, wow, if you're investing right now, you can look back and actually honestly be like, if I started this 10 years ago, I would be further than I am now financially if I started this 10 years ago. Any wise person can say that. So why not start it now for your children, so they can say, instead of if I started 10 years ago, they can say I started 10 years ago. Even though it was you, which you are them, because you brought them into this world. Alright? So, until next time, I'm here to thrive. Holla.